What's going on, guys? Kirill here from ID Protection. So today, right behind me, we have this 911 Porsche 2015. It's a full body matte paint protection film, and in this video I'm going to show you how to cut PPF without disassembling the parts. Usually if you do matte PPF, you have to disassemble the parts. You have to tack material under the rubber. In this case, it's an old car and lots of dust under the rubber. We did a nice preparation here. We washed the car, clean with a squeegee, with microfiber under this trim. Anyway, it has some dust, and when you work with parts like that, when you spray alcohol and you're gonna tack material inside, you can get easy some dust. The customer asked, don't remove any parts. Sometimes we're removing this trim. Here he asked, leave all panels like original. So means we going to cut PPF here without disassembling the parts. If you see here this trim, we tack material across the line. You can also check everything here. We're going to tack material right across the trim, the rubber here, and we will cut without tacking. So this video about how to cut PPF without disassembling the parts, because if you work with disassembling, it's pretty easy to hide material. Here you have no choice, so one mistake and you will see the line which not straight. So I did the installation yesterday. I left this film for overnight. Now it's completely dry all the way the edges. So our next step, we're going to trim PPF and then we're gonna cut it. So let's proceed with the cutting technique. So usually I start from this pillar. Of course, it's way easier to work with the white cars using matte paint protection film. Sometimes you can go without any solution like mix or water, and you will not see any small issues like stretch marks. We go all the way here. So I have to release tension and then trim PPF all the way, plastic trim. Okay guys, so done with this panel, and the next step we have to cut. So let's try the blade. I have to make sure it's good, and then I'm going to cut all the way along this black rubber with same size across this molding. So let's start. So I don't cut PPF, I just scratch it. That's why I check the blade before. Okay, we have to change the position. And here anyway I'll get some extra to hide material under this trim. And gently remove all this rest of the PPF. So I pull the PPF down. So next step, heat gun. We have to heat PPF right away. Without tacking, anyway I can see the original color because I cut right along this three. Next part, we're going to cut along the windshield, but this is the problem with the Porsches. This rubber along the windshields, it's too dirty, you know, and if you go with some solution, even if it's mix or clear alcohol, you can get some black stuff on the glue. I'm not going to touch the rubber, I'm not going to tack it. I'm just going to cut PPF with some extra here, and then I will hide the material inside, but I'm not going to hide the material under the rubber here. I'll try to cut it with some extra, and it will go right across that rubber part. So as you can see, I cut PPF and it goes right along the rubber. I recommend to cut first with some PPF with a small piece to understand the size, and then cut the main part. In this case you will understand which size do you need. And same like here, get heat gun and get some overheat. Our next part, we're going to cut across this rubber. So I cut here, pretty seamless result. I don't need to hide material, but you can see the original color. And here we have a little bit different position of this A-pillar against the roof. So first I'm gonna trim this part, and then I will cut it. And same step, after cut, we have to use heat gun. Okay guys, so next, same steps. We have a trim here. It's pretty dirty and it's almost broke, so there is only one choice. To get the best result, we have to trim the PPF all the way here, and then just cut it. Again, like I said before, it's not a brand new car. For example, here you can check, we have a Porsche GT3 Touring, and the car is brand new, so it's pretty clean, you know, all the way, and it's gloss on gloss. It's easier installation, and even here we don't disassemble this trim. We cut along with some 1 or 2 millimeters extra, And I'm gonna cut all the way here as well without touching material, and here. So this one, 2015. It has some chips. We did some preparation, but anyway, it's not gonna be new, never. With matte finish, of course, it's gonna look more interesting, but the edges has no perfect condition. To hide the material under the rubber, not a good idea, trust me. Same way I just cut across this rubber seal. Again, I don't cut, I just scratch the PPF. And as usual, trim, you see, I just touch a little bit the rubber and it has a lots of, it's not a dirt, it's like a rubber, I don't know. If someone familiar with the old Porsches, even new one, you know what's going on here. So be careful with old Porsche. So easy to fuck up PPF because this seal has not a good condition. Okay guys, so a little bit deeper. We cut PPF here as well, left this part for overnight completely dry, and as you can see, I didn't open these trunk parts, the spoiler, so this gap is pretty enough, this side is pretty enough to hide the material inside. We're gonna cover the corner as well. We have some extra all the way the tail lights. This gap between the bumper and the quarter panel, it's pretty enough to hide a little bit material inside. We got a little bit primer here for this edge and for this edge to make sure the material will stay here without any issues. So let's hide it. And we start as usual from the corners. Okay guys, so let's finish this part. Not a flat surface here, as you can see. We have some bump. So if I go like that, we will get for sure the air bubble all the way this bump gap. So first we have to hit. Then we have to press, and using your finger with some pressure, go all the way here, for example. Now we have no air inside, so we're gonna do same here. Ow. Again, like I said before, this white car is really helpful with installation. We tried to clean this part, but it's lots of stone chip, and again, 2015 only body shop will help us. Yes, I didn't remove these maps again, nothing crazy here, so I got some primer all the way here, so it will help me to get some stick. We don't use primer all the way. Let's cut the PPF here down, again with some small extra here. So next step, we have to cover, let's hide it inside, this part with PPF completely. And from here we can cut, not completely, it will be enough to cut like that. Then cut the extra from here. Don't touch the knife. My knife don't touch this metal part. I go with millimeter extra. And use heat gun. Okay guys, so we've done with this part. almost done. Only one part left. I'm gonna finish it after. So this video was about how to cut PPF along the panels without disassembling, without tucking material inside, because again, not a new car. The rubber has no good condition, means if we go under the rubber, we can get some damage for rubber, we can get damage for PPF. Not the best decision. Plus, if you understand how to cut, you will save a lot of time. It took me around 15 minutes to finish this part with a cutting technique. Yeah, it was like 15 minutes to install PPF. So altogether around 30 minutes for this huge panel. It's a good timing, because if you go with a hand cut technique and you have to hide all corners, all edges, of course you will spend way more time. And again, you have to use different techniques. You have to work with the pre-cuts, you have to work using hand cut technique, you have to disassemble the parts, you have to understand how to cut the material without disassembling. So lots of techniques here. And if you need more information about the PPF installation, about the cutting technique, you can text or you can follow our Instagram link. And if you need more videos about paint protection film installation, just text which parts you would like to see. Leave the comment below, subscribe our channel, and see you in our next videos. Bye.